On well, let's stay with the focus on VBS Bank, and we're joined on the line by ANC Youth League Limpopo Provincial Spokesperson Nyiko Bembani. Thank you, Nyiko, for coming through and talking to us. So you've got very specific suggestions on what needs to happen to, firstly, ANC officials, senior officials in the province, I might add, that are implicated in this Teremotau report, as well as the mayors. Take us through what you are proposing.
Well, thank you so very much to you, Tulas, and the viewers. We are very categorically clear, of course, in our deliberation, guided by the NASREC resolution, a pronouncement, even by the President of the African National Congress and the President of the country, Comrade Cyril Ramaphosa. We are in a period of one, renewal, two, consequence management. We're saying, in line with that, it is our responsibility as the ANC and as the ANC League to say everybody who has been mentioned in the report as to have found having done anything untoward in the bank of the people should be removed or excuse themselves immediately in the person of the responsibility. But equally, the mayors, in terms of their functions and their roles and their responsibilities, are expected to play an oversight in council. If there's been money deposited by municipalities into that bank which contradict the MFA according to Treasury, it therefore means that those mayors are not fit to hold office. Therefore, they must be removed with immediate effect. That's what we are proposing, because it is time that the African National Congress stand up and show that they care about the people. The bank, many people, in particular the downtrodden, have lost much of their savings there and are depositing their investment. And the African National Congress cannot stand and romanticize issues when our people have lost their hard-earned cash because of greediness and opportunism by people who don't care about the masses of our people.
Sure. You're taking a very strong stance there, Nyiko. This suggests then that in your reading at least, the South African Reserve Bank audit report, the forensic report done by Advocate Teremotau, carries a lot of weight. You'll know, of course, that some of these officials have signaled that they will be taking this on challenge to seek to review it and set it aside. But in your view, it carries a lot of weight.
No, we are saying, you see, the NASREC conference reaffirmed the NGC resolution of the African National Congress it must aside and go and clear and clean themselves away from the process of the African National Congress. So therefore, in light of that view, we're saying that these people must rescue themselves and that these mayors must be removed with immediate effect. We are in fact saying that the African National Congress is the hope of our people. And in the light of this great injustice that has happened to our people, the African National Congress must stand and frown at this kind of behavior. But we are further saying that even people who are not mentioned in that draft report, they might be mentioned in annexures and many other things, that must come out. That must come out even if it serves that even if I'm better from that process, I must recruit themselves and must be brought to my attention that my name is mentioned and I must leave the African National Congress, I must leave my responsibility in the Youth League, I must leave my responsibility in government. There must not be confusion in the society between the African National Congress and corruption. The African National Congress must be separated and it must stand alone, must be clear on what it represents to the mass of our people.
I don't see it in your statement, but do you have a view about the way that your former leader in the province, Kabelo Matsipe, is mentioned? Let me read out a portion of what is said in the Teremotau report about him. He's described as a, quote, very well remunerated middleman and acted as a gatekeeper between VBS and municipalities. That is what Advocate Motau, and in the process, it's said that he earned over 35 million rand. Is there anything you have to say about him?
There are no clear record of Kabelo leading the ANC League in the province. But equally, the same way the branch Vhembe is mentioned, the same way that Kabelo is mentioned, the law enforcement agency must take their course, must bring these things into and quick finality, and people must answer for their wrongdoing.
Wait, Nyiko, what do you mean there are no clear records of Kabelo Matsipe leading the ANC Youth League in Limpopo?
What I mean is that as the ANC Youth League, we don't have a clear record of having such a person as the former leader of the ANC Youth League in Limpopo. That's what I'm saying.
So he was never elected to any leadership structure in the province?
Such records are not immediately available to us. We can go and check in there, maybe some times ago before some of us were born. We don't have such a record. Remember, in terms of that personality, the other report was that he was the leader of the ANC League in Gauteng and all that. I don't think you media people must confuse that issue. Not even about him being what. The position is very clear. We're saying, Brian, Kabelo, and the rest were mentioned. They must answer in the court of law. That is our position. But as him being the former and all that, that record is not immediately available to us.
All right. Shifting focus very quickly while we're talking about people who have led the ANC Youth League in Limpopo, why have you suspended your Provincial Secretary, Chair Radzilani?
Well, thank you so very much. The issue is sub judice, and I think from time to time, as this process continue to unfold, we'll be able to brief everyone, including the members of the media.
Come on, Nyiko, you really can't use the sub judice rule. This is not a proceeding before the courts of law. Give me the broad outlines at the very least. What is this about?
No. You look, there's a danger. We don't want to mud these processes. I think the only thing that we can make available to you is that the PC has taken a decision to summary suspend him, and the disciplinary processes are busy unfolding. And then we'll be able to update everybody, including members of the media, as the process unfolds. As we are saying to you ourselves, we have taken this in the matter is sub judice. We didn't want to speak much on the issue. Let's allow this process to unfold, and then as the matter unfolds, then we should be able to come back and report and update everyone on it.
But I see that in your last line of your statement, you do seek to draw some kind of links between him, Chair Radzilani, and the VBS situation.
No. Our position is very clear there. We are saying, even myself, if I'm mentioned in the annexes and everything, I must be the one who go and answer into those processes. Remember, the ANC League in any way is not mentioned, but there must not be a confusion of the people who have benefited from VBS and the ANC League. That's what we are in summary saying.
All right, thank you so much. Nyiko Bembani of the ANC Youth League in Limpopo weighing in on that ongoing saga around VBS banking and to a certain degree telling us about developments inside the leadership of that structure, or rather telling us to wait a little bit and give them space to deal with some of the issues that have to do with their Provincial Secretary, Chair Radzilani, who's been suspended according to a statement.